women barefoot solar engineers of Andhra Pradesh. This is an amazing story of how 4 semi-literate women living in the slums near the National Institute of Rural Development in Hyderabad, India, changed their own lives and demonstrated that the impossible was possible. Chennamma, Yellamma broke stones for a living, earning rupees 500 a month for an 8-hour day in the sun. Kalavati, Zahida, sweepers and housemaids, washing clothes and cleaning houses, earning rupees 400 a month. Today, they are solar engineers earning rupees 3,000 a month. In 2004, they were selected to be trained in the Barefoot College, Tilonia, Rajasthan. Knowing only Telugu, very little Hindi and no English, with no basic background in science, physics, mathematics or electronics, they handled very sophisticated technology with no problems at all. In 6 months, they learnt how to fabricate, install, repair and maintain solar units and went back home. No degrees, diplomas or certificates were given to them after their training, but they came back to face their first big test, to install a 5 kilowatt solar power plant in the NIRD Rural Technology Park. This they accomplished in 10 days and baffled all the professors in the campus because they did it without any technical assistance from outside. For all the degrees that they had, none of the paper qualified professors would have done what these women did on their own. In the solar house in the technology park from November 2005, they fabricated charge controllers and inverters, and with the help of NIRD marketed more than 100 solar lanterns and fixed solar lighting systems. During this period, November to June 2006, they set about registering the first Women Barefoot Solar Engineers Association in Andhra Pradesh. Chennamma, stone crusher turned barefoot solar engineer, was elected the first chairperson. Now they maintain their own bank account in the Union Bank of India. With the help of the NIRD in October 2005, even before they were registered, the 4 women approached the Tribal Commissioner of Andhra Pradesh and persuaded him to approve the project, that was in December 2005, to solar electrify 2 remote tribal villages of 40 houses and 88 houses respectively in Vizag district. What makes the barefoot approach fundamentally different from the way the government implements their projects is that the preparation of the community comes first. Funds were approved, rupees 23 lakhs, approximately $50,000, for training 4 more rural women barefoot solar engineers from these 2 villages, establishment of 1 rural electronic workshop each, the formation of a village energy and environment committee, VEEC, and purchase of the solar units. Several meetings of the VEECs were held to take decisions in front of the whole community. It was decided to install 128 fixed solar units in these 2 villages. Each solar unit would have a 37-watt solar panel and 2 CFL tube lights of 9 watts each. It was decided that each family would pay rupees 1,000 in deposit and rupees 100 a month for the repair and maintenance of the units, including the stipend of the BSEs. A bank account has been opened. 2 VEEC members have been selected to operate the account. All the monthly contributions will be deposited in this account. The VEEC selected 4 tribal women to be trained as barefoot solar engineers. Papayamma from Tamingula village, S. Pravalika from Tamingula village, S. Kumari from the Pusalapelam village, and S. Santoshi from Pusalapelam village. These women did not have to go to the Barefoot College in Rajasthan again for their 6-month training. Chennamma and Yellamma would be their trainers in Hydrabad. In August 2005, it took the 4 tribal girls 12 hours by bus to come from their remote villages to Hyderabad to be trained for 6 months. Their ages ranged from 22 years to 25. Their educational qualifications ranged from barely literate to 5th standard. Their income came from small plots of land cultivating rice. They were married to farmers, so they had roots in the village. The Women Barefoot Solar Engineer Association is now 4 more members. In March 2006, their practical training was completed. Between August 2005 and February 2006, the 128 solar units were purchased by the women on their own from the market. In March 2006, the 4 women along with Chennamma, Yellamma, Kalavati and Zahida arrived in the 2 tribal villages and in 3 days established the rural electronic workshops First, and in another 10 days install the 128 solar units in each and every home. In the same village, these women barefoot solar engineers have to install a 1 kilowatt solar power plant to power 12 street lights and run a community television set. It was a feat impossible to copy for any government agency or private company because it was a collective effort by the people themselves. Today, since March 2006, these two remote tribal villages are the only technically and financially self-sufficient villages in Andhra Pradesh. On the 12th of April 2006, the women solar engineers received an unexpected visitor. Chennamma, now the president of the first Women's Barefoot Solar Engineers Association in Andhra Pradesh, received Hamid Karzai, the president of Afghanistan in NIRD. By all accounts, he was fascinated to hear that poor semi-literate women could solar electrify their own villages and expressed an interest that the approach was replicated in Afghanistan.
And for the empowerment of rural people, and for the empowerment of women, the visit to the National Institute for Rural Development here today in Hyderabad is one that we will definitely take back home and try to apply there in Afghan villages, Afghan rural areas.
Is the government listening? Inshallah.